Hey everybody, this is Alpha Zero at your service. I'm going to do a review on the new episode of Nanatsu no Taizai that just got recently subbed many hours ago. Now, I'm going to give you guys the what happened in the episode and probably another half. Sooner or later I may have to talk about what's wrong with it. So if anything else, I'll get started right away. Okay, at the beginning we see to it that a guy whose green head ends up going with someone with the big old armored muscle guy, but they end up going to a forest. They talk for a bit, however, the armor guy's shouting out Gowther a bit, scared, blah blah blah, going to a cave, and the guy tries to fix up what's in the hole, what's damaged in the armor so far. However, it does not look out so good. It doesn't look very well, because according to what is going on, the cracks and damage in the armor, apparently they were part of the the competition that Meliodas and Ban was part of, when those meteorites or somewhat that came along ends up causing some trouble. Lately, things have gotten a little hectic here and there, and of course there was a scene about having to send in someone called Dawn's Roar, I believe. I'm not really sure. I don't remember, but all I know is they are sent out to go find the armored beast, which is Gowther, or Gowther, how I pronounce it, but it's Gowther. So we see to it that Gilia ends up having a little moment time with her little brother. However, he did make some money, but gets hurt in the case. And there were some punks that were trying to cause some trouble with Gilia and her brother. And apparently, those two are known to be disgraced about their father running away or betraying the kingdom. However, the little boy believes that his dad will never run away or betray the kingdom. So yeah. That seems to be alright. And so far we see to it that Gilia reads a book story to her little brother, and she ends up taking care of the three thugs that have been causing trouble to her little brother, and she says, "I do anything for you as you do anything for me." That's how it is. And of course we see that Jericho is going along with Dawn's Roar, I believe, and of course one of them, the leader called Trendir, or something, takes a look at the piece of armor. It seems to belong to the giant armor dude, And of course we see to it that Meliodas, Diane, Ban, King reach a certain town, and they decide to go back. They decide to go back and go into business with opening the bar again, and of course Elizabeth and Hawk are in charge of making advertisements. As for Ban and Meliodas and King, they decide to go and hunt down some food, while Diane, I think she's guarding the bar, I believe, but she decides to sleep or something, which is to my surprise, which is hecka scary, and I go yeah, just keep going. And we see to it that Gowther, the big armor dude, is asleep right now, and while the green-haired dude decides to go into town a bit, he did meet up with Elizabeth and Hawk and talk for a bit. And as for Meliodas, Ban, and King, they try to hunt down, except Meliodas and Ban ends up doing the hunting, while King didn't do anything much, but Ban convinces him, Diane might have a good viewpoint of you, and this convinces King, okay, I've got no choice, but they end up hearing a large roar or sound, and they end up having to check it out. They end up meeting one of the guys that got injured and explains about the Dawn's Roar or something, blah blah blah, and they go okay, it's time to get back to business. Gowther must be here right now. And he also warns Ban and the others not to drop the guard, because they heard rumors about Dawn's Roar and how dangerous they can be. So they end up deciding to go take care of some stuff. They decide to go find Gowther, and they try to save him from hell or something. Of course, Gowther knew who Elizabeth and Hawk is due to the fact that they shout out their names, and it was a pain in the butt. And I go oh wow, you just had to reveal what's going on here, huh? And Sorry, fellas, I'm kind of tired. We see to it that Meliodas, King, and Bon are trying to fight. However, they seem to be distracted enough and so forth. Bon tries to stop the guy with the bow, but it was too late. The guy in the green hair finds Gowther, but in the end, the person who caught that arrow says, "Yo, you should not break the seal upon this thing, man. It'd be dangerous." So I go like, "Oh man, here we go again." And of course we get the guy, and therefore the tattoo's on his chest, and he tells him that I am Gowther, sin of lust or something, and it ends there. And next episode, blah blah blah. Hopefully we know what's gonna happen and so forth. So that's about the episode, So I just go like, wow, that's pretty quick to introduce another sin right there, to be honest with you. So yeah, I think that's about it for the episode. Now I'm gonna get to the critical points of what's going on here, because I read the manga many weeks ago, and I am caught up with this latest chapter today. And according to here, I'm trying not to be a total a-hole, but I have to be honest with you. Your task is you want to adapt this properly, except you made way too many changes of what was going on in here. You skipped a lot and changed a lot about Gowther's development, which he appeared in this episode. I expected him to appear maybe later during the series, but didn't expect him to show up right now, which is somewhat a bad thing because we don't really know much about this guy and so forth, and it's really gonna be one heck of a ugly ride. Honestly, the adaptation right now is really being like a crack in the hole, or should I say just horrible. I mean, literally, if I were you right now, those of you anime watchers or something, you may not know what's really going on here, but for me, I'm really glad I got into the manga thanks to a friend or a brother of mine. But honestly, it's not a good sign of seeing how things are changing. I understand, you want to get things fast and going and catch up, but that's not how it's supposed to be done. Literally, that is not how it's supposed to be done. That's not how you're supposed to do things. Right now, we're in 2015 right now, and it's been many years past before we could even get any good proper adaptations from a series such as from a manga or a light novel. It's bad. Literally. So I'm just gonna end it here, people. I mean, right now, if I were to understand as a manga reader or something, it turned out horrible. Okay, I'm gonna be literal about that. Sorry for this review to come up late, but I just have to be very literal. So if anything else, I'm just gonna end my critiquing right now, because right now I don't even want to think about it. So I'm gonna end it here, people. I'm Alpha Zero. Have a good day, and I'll see you on the next video right later. Peace out. Bye bye.